Alrighty. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Damn, I am tired. Let's go ahead and send out a notification to everyone on Discord. Oh, wait, we already did that. We should send out a notification to the seedlings as well. Do apologize if I've been sending out too many notifications recently. Let's go. Seedlings. Assemble. I'd rather trade by you than an army of thousands. Beyond those support and resistance lines lies immortality. Take it. It's yours. How many of you guys enjoyed that movie? Today we're gonna just play around, guys. There's not much to really discuss, right? Because we're simply waiting for our trades to play out. Nothing has really happened. There's no real developments. I was like, should I really come on today? Should I really discuss anything? Because there's not much to discuss. But then I put myself in your shoes when I was a beginner trader, and I thought back to how antsy I used to get, how worried I used to get when the charts used to do exactly what I wanted, right? Sometimes you want the charts to do that, but when it actually does happen, you're scared. How often has that happened to all of you? How often did you guys say, if Bitcoin ever revisits 20,000 again, I'm going to buy the shit out of that? This was when Bitcoin was sitting at 60K, right? What happened? What happened? We revisited 20K. In fact, we dipped underneath. People move the goalposts. And you know why people move the goalposts? Not because they're trading, but because they are afraid, right? They will rationalize it. We rationalize away our emotions to make decisions that we shouldn't be making. Which is why I was telling Stan today on the Discord chat, try not to make plans after an event has occurred. Make the plan way before the event and then wait to see how that plan can unfold. Right, Stan? I'm not sure if you're here, buddy. How's it going, Wolves? Mark, Julian, Candace, how's it going? How's it going? And Rick Martinez. Okay, today we're going to keep it casual. Smash the likes if you guys are enjoying the streams, because hey, if you guys do enjoy them, let me know. That's what encourages me to keep these going. Okay, but again, I am exhausted. Today was leg day, squat day, military press, did a bunch of shit. Johnny, how's it going, man? It's been a while. Okay, let's go ahead and switch to the charts, shall we? We have a few tabs here that I've kind of like organized before the stream, so that way I don't go all over the place. But I do want to keep an eye on the chat as well. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take this tab here. I'm going to put this right over there so I can see what you guys are saying. Oh, also, we're going to be starting with Cardano, but we're going to also discuss Bitcoin, okay? I want to give you guys a quick update on my thoughts on Bitcoin. Again, nothing has changed there at all. But we're going to start with Cardano. I want to give you guys also, I want to do a quick reminder to all of you who are not following me on Twitter to follow me on Twitter at Sean Dexter. I will be posting charts and updates on there when we do see updates or worthy updates that aren't. If I'm too tired to do a video, but I want to give you guys an update on the charts, I'll be posting your Cardano did come down to a support level. I posted about it April 19th, saying in bull markets, pullbacks are opportunities, not threats. Traders trade, amateurs chase, right? So if you guys are interested in these kind of small bits of trading wisdom, as well as bits on monetary history, etc., because that's what I've been studying recently in depth, and also just trade setups, go ahead and follow me. don't forget, because you guys will be missing out on alpha. There's also a link down in the description to this tweet directly, and also to the free email list. It's currently free, the Mango Alpha list. Make sure you guys join while you can. Now let's go ahead and get rid of that. Let's go ahead and get started with the analysis. Bitcoin, rather Cardano. Again, we are at that neckline. Okay, let's go ahead. Let's take a step back. When I did this, when I did a Cardano analysis last, we were looking at a FVG on the weekly time frame, but that FVG was just drawn in, right? We're looking at two FVGs. One on the daily. I'm going to go ahead and pull it up. Okay, one on the daily. Turn this off. And one on the weekly. The weekly was just drawn in, so I was like, wait a minute. Even though it looks like we tapped it, we didn't really, because this FVG is not really confirmed yet to begin with, and it just got drawn in. So at the point, I was like, did we get front run on our zones? Because we had two zones, right? We had this zone over here marked out on the daily as well as the 4-day time frame, right? Over here, as well as confluence with the FVG from the dashboard. So I was like, did we get front run? Did we get front run? If we did, that would mean bullishness for Cardano. But at the same time, way too many things were indicating that, hey, this needs to get tapped, right? This needs to get tapped. I was already in position, so I didn't care too much. I wanted to see a front run because, again, we talked about this psychologically as traders. We feel good about these things happening when you're already in position. But when you're not in position, you want the tap to happen, right? So we were able to immediately find out that, wait a minute, this daily FVG is the one we should be looking at, because the weekly FVG wasn't really drawn in yet, right? So this daily FVG did get tapped, right, which lined up with our 4-day neckline of our pattern. Right? We have a, again, call it what you will, inverted head and shoulders. We could look at this as a inverted head and shoulders. Let's go ahead and mark it up for you guys. Left shoulder, head, right shoulder, right? Ugly, yeah, I know. But it's the psychology that matters. Let's go ahead and do a quick pattern psychology lesson. What makes this pattern bullish? It's the fact that the bears attempted to push down once. They got rejected by the bulls. The bears said, no way, we are pushing this down. And they did successfully, right? The bulls stepped in. The bears are like, no way. And they pushed it down. But now the bulls are like, no. We aren't going to let you guys push this down further. Not as much as you pushed it down last time. But the bears need to do that. The bears need to push it down further. You know why? Because if they don't, it's going to show weakness on their part. Because they want to keep this trend going, this trend of lower lows. They want to keep that going. If the bulls can stop that, right? It's kind of like you're in a battle, you're in a war, and the enemy keeps pushing and pushing and pushing. They keep coming into the inner walls and the inner walls, wall after wall. Your fort is being taken down. But then finally you repel them and you push them back. And then suddenly the enemy falters. They're like, wait, what's going on? What's going on? We were winning wall after wall, but then suddenly we can't take down this wall here. And the defenders get rejuvenated. They get this energy. They're like, we can do this. Maybe we defended this low, but now maybe we can also take a high. And that's what Cardano did. It took out a high too, right? So now they're pushing the enemy back past the walls again, right? So that's what's happening here. The inverted head and shoulder pattern is essentially the reversal of a trend, the reversal of the downtrend, right? So now we have a high low, lower high over here got taken out. We have a higher high, okay? So yeah, this has a pattern, this inverted head and shoulders pattern has a measured move pointing to this level here around 68 cents, which also lined up with an FVG. Let's go ahead and pull it up on the weekly time frame. Okay, so if you guys switch on over to your weekly time frame on the dashboard, right? By the way, if you guys are using free version of TradingView, go ahead and use the dashboard. You guys, you guys are getting access to all the time frames, 4 hour, 12 hour, 1 day, 4 day, etc. You guys can follow along with Mango. We have a target that's lining up perfectly with the FEG, which is coming in at around 50 cents to 48 cents psychological, and then this FEG over here, 61 cents to 72, which lines up with our target, right? So psychological level first on the FEG, and then we have a 72 to 61 target, which lines up with our measured move. Right over here. Okay, so that's the pattern play. We tap the FEG, we tap the neckline of the pattern, and now we are looking towards further continuation. I do want to also go ahead and show you guys how, if you guys use the daily FEG and turned on your bearish FEGs as well, right? Again, now we're looking at the daily time frame. You'll see that there was a squeeze over here between, or rather there is a squeeze over here between FEGs coming in all the way from here and all the way from around here. And Cardano has been playing between those FEGs perfectly. So we do have confluence between two FEGs over here, right? Bullish FEG as well as the bearish FEG. Let's go ahead and turn off that bearish temporarily. You're seeing that right over here. Turn on the bearish again. So confluence there with a lot. Neckline on the 4-day time frame pattern, as well as our bearish FEG and bullish FEG. Now, does that mean that price is definitely going to stop over here and moon? No, we don't know that. We don't know that. What we can do is manage against it. We take the probability play. When everything confluences, you just trade the probability, right? We should have been entering a while ago. Like the real trade, the easy trade, the mango trade was based on the weekly time frame. Let's go ahead and switch that. Right, when we closed above over here, right, that was the easy mango trade. Everyone ignored us at the time. We even sent out an email. That was the easier trade. This is the second opportunity, in my opinion. What makes a trade easy is not that it's a surety. It's the fact that it's easy to manage. That if you're wrong, you can get out very easily. So what makes this easy to manage? Well, if you lose the FEG over here, right, this entire zone, just exit. Just exit, right? So again, it's not a surety. It's just something that we can manage against and trade to the upside. So now we're in here. We're looking for big moves, right? All the way up to 60 cents, 70 cents, and then eventually I have a bigger target. Let's go ahead and pull it up. Right over here to around $1 to $1.20. But we'll talk about that when we get there. We're not there yet. Okay, so that's Cardano. We should talk about Bitcoin now. Is there any questions on Cardano quickly? Let's go ahead and pull up the chat. Anything I missed? Smash the likes if you guys haven't yet. All clear, says Mark. Okay, cool. Yeah, so I think I talked about the daily FEGs. We talked about the weekly FEGs too. Yep, we talked about everything over there. Right. I do want to mention this one last thing. The dynamic has also lined up with this territory right over here. Okay, so that's your alpha right there. If you are trading the daily time frame, you have your neckline, you have your daily FEG, you have your daily dynamic. I'm giving you guys free freaking alpha. Look how we bounce off that right over there too, which is giving credence to the fact that there is a lot of probability going in your favor here. Not a certainty, nothing is, but nice probability, okay? And yeah, that's pretty much it for Cardano. If we lose this neckline, that's the invalidation of the pattern trade. If you guys are playing this on the weekly, don't lose. Just remember, weekly dynamic is all the way over here. If you got in already, you're sitting well and good. Just ride the trend. That's what I'm doing. So weekly will get invalidated much later. Okay, Bitcoin. Let's go ahead and talk about Bitcoin. Bitcoin, there is, it's this. Let's go ahead and temporarily hide the dynamic. There is, we have 3 targets really. Target 1, which we met already. Target 1.5, which, like, you can say we met, right? Technically, we have met it because we were only like $1,000, no, less than that away. Pretty much met it. And then we have target 3. That's the main target. That's the main target that we've been talking about since November, which is coming in around $42,000. Okay. It's a cascading pattern play into the equilibrium Ichimoku play, right? And the Ichimoku play had, the reason there's a target 1.5, by the way, is because this red line that you guys are seeing right over here, right? We were discussing this trade all the way when the red line was sitting at around $42,000, $44,000. So we marked it out back then, but it's a dynamic line. That doesn't mean that this target is gone, because there are other things confluencing there too. And now that's coming in all the way over here. So we are kind of already at that target too, kind of front run it a tad bit, seeing some resistance. But just like how we saw resistance at target 1, right? Remember, we had target 1 of around 24,000, 25,000-ish, right? Somewhere around there. We saw some resistance there. We saw some hesitation there. And then we saw a pullback there. That was the opportunity. Everyone ignored it. Everyone looked for 10K at that point. Well, we got picked up and now we're at target 1.5. I think it's going to be a similar situation. Consolidate over here. People are like, okay, this is it. This is the end of the bull market, or end of the trend. And it could be. They could be right. And again, we just manage against the risk. We don't try to, we play the probability. I think there's more to go on this one. I could be wrong. And if we are wrong, we'll see signs. There's no signs yet. There's no signs yet of this trend ending on the weekly or even the monthly. There's no signs yet, not my opinion. But does that mean that you just form a buy over here? No, I've been saying this for like 10 days now, that Bitcoin, the trade has not been on Bitcoin over the past few weeks, right? Past 2 weeks. As soon as we broke out of this area here, this consolidation area here, you should not have been looking at Bitcoin anymore. The trade was on altcoins because a lot of altcoins were still sitting on levels that were tradable, right? There's a time to be a Bitcoin maxi, and then there's a time to be, hey, I'm going to shelve my Bitcoin maximalism because I want to be a long-term Bitcoin maxi to be able to collect more Bitcoin, right? Or for that matter, if you're a Cardano maxi, you want to shelve your Cardano maximalism and use Bitcoin to collect more Cardano, right? Just trade the best trade to collect for the long term what you want to collect. Okay, there should be that one asset that you have strong conviction in that will allow you to sit through the crypto volatility, which there's going to be a lot of volatility, right? There's going to be another bear market, guys. Mentally prepare for it. And that conviction asset could be Cardano for you, Ethereum for you, Bitcoin for us, right? Use your favorite asset, but don't get married to it because you're going to miss out on an opportunity. So, yeah. Bitcoin, again, let's go ahead and just, actually, I'll hide this. I'll put this. And these targets we've been talking about since November. The trade on Bitcoin is coming again, in my opinion. Not my opinion. A good trade on Bitcoin is on weekly levels, okay? If we get weekly levels. Where are those weekly levels? Let's go ahead and turn on the zone. The zone is here. That's where, I'd really like to be a buyer at around $26,000 to $25,000. If we get it, I don't know if we do, but we may. That would be the weekly trade. Are there daily trades? Yeah, there are. If you go ahead and switch on over to your Mango dashboard again, we're looking at Bitcoin on the daily. And look at that, the FEG. We tapped it again to the T. For those of you who want to know where you can find the Mango dashboard, I believe the daily time frame is available for free, right, Mark? Just confirm in the chat. You can find that app.mangoresearch.co, okay? app.mangoresearch.co. Also, we are doing daily videos, so you can just follow along and mark out the zones. The FEG is sitting at 29.5K. Upper zone, bottom of the zone is 28.53. So we've come down, tested it, we're supporting it. Again, does this mean that we are going to hold it? Again, no, but you can manage against it, right? Now that we're here, you can take the trade here. If we lose that level, you close and exit. Simple. And then you can look down to the bottom FEG, which, by the way, is lining up with my weekly level I just marked out for you guys, right? I just marked out a weekly level for you guys. Where's the dynamic coming to? Dynamic on the weekly is also coming in at around 25K. So you're seeing that zone that I marked out for you guys over here. You're seeing the weekly dynamic right over there. And now you're seeing the lower FEG. So maybe if we come down to the bottom of the FEG, that would be a nice weekly trade, right? So if you're trading the daily, you take the trade here. If it doesn't work out, just exit, take the loss, and reposition here. Sometimes I'm happy to take a loss because it activates my conviction trade, where I get to go in with a much bigger position, right? So I'd have more conviction on my trades at these levels over here than at these levels. I've not had a strong opinion on Bitcoin at these levels, which is why I've not been doing videos on Bitcoin at these levels, right? I was doing videos every effing day, like detailed videos for you guys, detailed effing videos around these zones saying, this is what we're looking for, the rising bull market. No one cared, right? Now people care about Bitcoin at the wrong times. And no one cared about Cardano over here. And they cared at resistance, right? So, yeah. Is there anything else in regards to Bitcoin? I think we can wrap it up over there. I think we should talk about CMEs really, really quick. This is, in a way, bullish because a lot is already getting priced in, right? 25 basis points, 85% probability. So what's going on over here, guys? Quick explanation. 25 basis points is already being priced in, 85% probability of a rate hike coming up in 13 days. So 2 weeks. In 2 weeks, we have probability of around we have a probability of 85% for 25 basis points hike, which means that the worst is priced in. The market's already pricing this in, okay? If for whatever reason we get a bullish surprise where Powell actually comes in and says, you know what, the decreased lending due to the SVB crisis and First Republic, et cetera, has already tightened enough for us. So due to those considerations, we have decided to not raise this month, and we're gonna actually just wait and see. If that happens, which the market thinks is a very low probability, that's going to be a bullish surprise. Now, do I think that's going to happen? Honestly, from the most recent Fed speak, it doesn't look like it. It doesn't look like it. It looks like they want to raise one last time at the very least, which, by the way, is going to further invert the yield curve, which is going to put further losses, operational losses on the banks, which, by the way, lines up with my thesis that when we do get to around 42K, if it happens fast, we should be cautious as a community, all right? At that point, like, you want to start being a little bearish mentally. You can decide whether you want to take profits or not. I'm not here to give you that kind of advice, but you do not want to be putting on any leverage trades, right? That's the mindset right now. We may change that. 42K, my plan is I'm out of all leverage trades for sure, okay? Just letting you guys know right off the bat. You don't want to be, because the time between when things break and when pressure is put by the Fed is very, very delayed, right? And even if you start seeing rate cuts at that point, guys, the damage is already done. So yeah, we're not going to go into too much detail over here. But again, if they make the smart decision and not raise, you're going to see the markets rally, right? Because the markets are like, hey, look at that. We're at the end of the rate hiking cycle. But that's exactly what the Fed doesn't want, because they've put themselves in a situation where every time the markets rally, financial conditions actually loosen. When financial conditions loosen, we are threatened with increased inflation, right? So, yeah, that's the situation at the moment. They can't have that, but the markets are saying F you anyways, right? The markets are literally saying F you. You go ahead and take a look at SPY. SPY's like had it's not looking good today, but yes, the last week, and let's see, yeah, it's still looking good, man. Like, this is still looking good. So SPY's just saying F you. Earnings or no earnings, we just want to go up. Okay, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys enjoyed these streams, let me know. Any final questions? Ask quick, because I gotta eat. Gotta really eat. Even the bot says, hey, Sean, have a good meal, man. Yeah, app.researcher, man. Yeah. Check the 4-hour FEG on what time frame? Sorry, what chart? Hey, Randy, how's it going, man? Glad you made the stream, dude. You weren't able to make the last stream, unfortunately. BTC, okay. Oh, by the way, guys, for those of you who don't know, you can actually type your asset over here to get whatever you want and filter out your asset quickly. Because now that we've added every single coin, right, on the dashboard available to you guys on the Mango View, you can actually, it's more important that you guys know that this feature is available. Or you can actually go on over to the Mango actual dashboard and click on the chart icon. Okay, 4-hour FEG says Mark. Let's go ahead and check it. Oof. It's holding it. Damn. Guys, free alpha here, free alpha on the dashboard. And like I said, we are going to revise the pricing for this because we've added way too much and more to come. If you guys have noticed, we've already removed the 7-day free trial and reduced to 3 days. Soon, the 3-day is going to be removed completely as well. And there's a discount included on all the pricing plans. That's going to get phased out as well. So book it while you guys can. And with that, do the Mango way. Do it the easy way. Jesse, James, can you show the RBTC chart? How is that going? We'll cover RBTC in the next video. I'm really tired, man, Jesse. But unless you are using Cardano to trade Bitcoin, to collect Bitcoin, try not to let the Bitcoin chart distract you. from the USD chart, which will increase the volatility and eventually outperform Bitcoin too. Yeah. Until then, do the mango way, do the easy way. Ciao.